So Ralphie, 4 wins out of 4 in October. Really good month. We've just had heading into the first round of the Emirates FA Cup this weekend. As a group of players, you must be really pleased with the results.
Yeah, really pleased. It's been a good month. I think the boys are in a really good place, sort of confidence-wise and stuff. And yeah, hopefully we take that into the game Saturday and get through to the next round.
Yeah, in the league it's 3 clean sheets as well, which is really impressive. How are the relationships on the pitch sort of helping with that defensive solidity?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously we've had a few new signings in the summer, and it always takes a little bit of time to sort of gel on things. And I feel like them connections are really flourishing on the pitch. And yeah, clean sheets is something we've always sort of tried to pride ourselves on as a club, being defensively solid. And yeah, it's really nice to be getting them rewards.
Yeah, and this week as well, the nominations for the October Manager and Player of the Month were announced. We've got both in both categories, Kev and also Harry Boy, somebody I know that you know quite well, both off the pitch, but on the pitch as well. You've got a good relationship with him, obviously being in close proximity in the positions.
Definitely, yeah. I think the fans and everyone can see the quality that Boise has. We see it straight away when he comes in. You can tell we sort of played at higher levels and things, and yeah, get on really well with Boise. We share car school and stuff, so we've got that sort of connection that goes onto the pitch as well. So yeah, thoroughly deserved for him.
And just finally for me, it's a busy month as we head into November with 7 games. Of course, the first one against Wealdstone this weekend. Yeah, how important will an FA Cup run be for us?
Yeah, very important. I mean, I don't think we've had really much of one since I've been here, to be honest. So it's you want to try and get as far as possible, and I think ideally for any player, you get to the 3rd round, you want to get like a big Premier League team or someone like that. So it does so well for the club, so well for sort of the area, and yeah, obviously us players will love it, and they're the things you remember, when you're retiring and when you look back on your career. So yeah, fingers crossed we get as far as we can.
Cheers, thank you.
A 2-0 win at Brackley with goals coming right at the very end. What's your biggest takeaway from that game?
Yeah, I was really pleased with it. I think there was times when you're kind of from the outside it might seem like it's not going to happen, but I thought as a team we stuck to the game plan. We stayed patient and got the rewards in the end. And
you had the Meet the Blues Day on Tuesday. How was that training and in front of all the fans at Roots Hall?
Yeah, good. It was a great turnout. It was probably the biggest turnout I've seen since I've been here at Roots Hall. So yeah, it was really good atmosphere. Seems like the kids had a great day as well.
And then going into your FA Cup match against Wealdstone, you've played them already this season. What are the biggest challenges you're expecting to see from them?
Yeah, they're a good team. They've got some really good individuals, and they try and make things happen. They're good on the attack, so it'll be a challenge and one that definitely we're looking forward to. And obviously we've been working on things to counteract that this week, and yeah, looking forward to putting that into practice.
And then 5 of the 7 games in November are away, and you speak a lot about the importance of the fans, especially when you're at Roots Hall, but Southend always bring fans en masse when they're away. How important, or how much of an extra push is that to perform away from home?
It is, yeah, no, it's really big, and there's a massive help from the fans. I mean, when we come out on away grounds and we look up and you see how many there are, it's always crazy to see. New players coming in, they're always shocked about how many fans we really do get travelling away and of course at home. So yeah, obviously we hope they come. I know they've sold out for Wealdstone, and hope they keep coming and supporting the boys.
And we've spoken a lot about competition this season within the squad. Obviously you've got a lot of fixtures coming up this month. How important is that ability to be able to rotate the squad in producing good results this month?
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's for the manager. I think we've not really been in a situation for much of the time that we've had a big squad. So I think that really helps that we've got players that can come in and do the same job as someone that's playing, and that's what a good squad is for, So with so many games coming up in this month, I think that's going to be really important and help us a lot.
And then just hypothetically, what would your dream FA Cup fixture be?
Oh, dream. I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'd probably say Arsenal. Arsenal at Roots Hall or the Emirates, I don't mind, to be fair.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the FA Cup. I mean, I feel like I know what you're going to say, but what are your sort of favourite FA Cup memories as a player?
In any club?
Yeah.
I mean, we played against Man United, at Yeovil. That was a really good experience. yeah, they had a few big players playing as well. So yeah, that was a really nice one. Probably the one that stands out for me, I'd say.
It's an interest, obviously, whether you've had a Premier League team or this week a National League team, whoever you've got coming up against, how does this sort of preparation for a cup game differ to a league game as a player?
I mean, in terms of the midweek things, we kind of just focus on the team and focus on, you know, what that team does and how to counteract that and things. But of course, with games they can go to penalties and stuff, so you work on other little bits in that sense. But yeah, I think we just try and do what we play our game and hopefully get a result on the day.
Yeah. Am I right in thinking you've also scored in the FA Cup in your career as well at some point?
Do you know, I don't even know. Possibly.
Yeah,
I scored many goals, so I don't know how I can't remember that. But yeah, maybe a while back, I don't know.
So have a dig through the archive to
yeah.
that one out. But like I say, you're coming into this with a first 100% winning month since April 2015 as well. What's been the key to that and how important is that for pushing into, as we've been saying, such a busy month, November?
Yeah, I think again, obviously being able to have the squad that we have now, I think that's massive. As I said, the standard of the squad, everyone that's either been playing or not playing, they come in and they do the same job, you know. So it's really important to have that, and something that we haven't been able to have for the last few years. So I think that is a massive part of it.
Definitely, and we talk about the FA Cup being the things you remember as well. I'm always curious to ask people this. Obviously, the FA Cup has such a rich part of the footballing tapestry in this country. I remember, what's your sort of earliest memory of sort of realising the significance of the FA Cup, whether it was in childhood or whatever?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think, as I said, I've always grown up watching Arsenal, so I think they've always done well in the FA Cup, I feel. So yeah, early memories are around them sort of invincible times and you know, watching players like Thierry Henry and that and play. So I'll probably say then, yeah, but then you get sort of the giant killings in the FA Cup and all things like that. So it is a magical sort of competition, you know, and one that we embrace massively in this country.
Yeah, I think you've touched on it. What does going on an FA Cup run, being in those positions, like you say, trying to get towards those third rounds against this big team, what does that sort of mean what would it mean for you guys this season?
Huge, yeah. I mean, it's huge for the club, it's huge for the fans, everyone. And as I said, it is, as players, that is one of them things that you look back on. So yeah, obviously we've got a job to do on Saturday first, but yeah, we want to try and get as far as we can.
Thank you.
Do you think the FA Cup has still got that magic? A lot of sort of things are sort of spoken about it now, but as a competition, do you still think it's as important as it's ever been, especially in the lower leagues?
I do, definitely, yeah. And I think, yeah, especially at our level, I think we're it does do so much in terms of revenue and things, and it is that magic of it. You know, you're playing against teams in different leagues, but because it's the FA Cup, you're thinking anything can happen, you know. So yeah, I don't think the magic's gone at all, to be honest.
Yeah, and you're one of the longest serving players at Southend now. Is this the strongest squad that you've been a part of since you've been here, do you think? I mean, there's 5 games in a row now that subs have scored.
I would say so, yeah, definitely. I think the strength in depth that we have now is something I don't think we've had before. And obviously for part of that we've not had many players at all to call the squad really. So yeah, to have that in numbers and the strength and depth we have is, I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, when we played Wealdstone before, I know you didn't play that day, but their physicality really sort of shone through, didn't it? Is that something that we're going to have to match up to, and are we able to sort of step up to that side of things as well as sort of playing football?
Yeah, I think that's what we can do. I think we can play both sides quite well. We play football, but we do get physical as well, and obviously with the clean sheets and things like that. So it's there's obviously the set pieces as well. I think we've scored a few goals from set pieces. So there's different ways that we can go about it, but Wealdstone will definitely pose a threat in both ways. So we just have to be ready for that.
Yeah, you mentioned your car school. Who else is in that one then in the mornings? Who else?
It's just us two, to be fair.
Okay,
yeah, just us two. But trying to recruit a couple others. But